Welcome back. Another example slide. This time it's the team slide. I drafted it myself. Again, Airbnb does not provide one. I think we discussed why. I think it's too private to publish that slide, and therefore I decided to draft one myself. Let's take a look at it. The team title is pretty clear. There are no pictures of the people. I decided to leave it out because it usually only causes problems. So I think we are fine with that one. Just imagine that there are some nice headshots of these people. And yeah, let's start with the profile on the left side. John Doe. John Doe, CEO, co-founder, role is clear, name is clear. And yeah, let's go through the text. John managed teams of up to 100 people. At Intel, he was able to improve the profitability of the microprocessor unit by 10% by implementing a new product development process. Even more impressive was that he won the leadership award in 3 consecutive years. This is a track record. He could also use his CV, but that wouldn't be as impressive, I think. It shows really important information tailored to his new role, CEO. It focuses on his measurable impact, like the 10% increase in profitability. It shows his ability to lead people, like he already managed teams of up to 100 people, and he won the leadership award, which is a great statement, a great achievement. And so what I want to show you with that is that it's tailored to his new role as a CEO, and it focuses on his achievements. On the bottom, you can see the handles for his LinkedIn. He has a Twitter account which he uses as a professional, and his mail. So these are the 3 links. All of the founders have them. Yeah, that's really nice to have. Easy to research. Then the next thing I would do is I would click on the LinkedIn, go through that profile, find out a little bit more about him. Yeah. Let's jump to the next profile. Michael Yard, CFO and co-founder. And in his text, it's explained that he's an experienced financial manager, that he already was involved in 2 startups, and he managed more than 7 fundraising rounds, and he also was included in 2 exits, and one was an IPO. And that's the dream profile of a CFO because he knows it in and out from the beginning to the end. His track record is basically 7 fundraising rounds, 2 exits, knowing the role of a CFO in an early stage company and a late stage company. And again, it's a fantasy profile, of course. So I think what I want to make clear here is that again the text is tailored to his new role. Maybe he was active as a product manager in between, but that's not really important right now, so I leave it out. And yeah. Let's jump to the next one, Elizabeth Taylor, a CTO, co-founder. And now we have I decided to add some profiles that do not have this long professional track record. But as we will see, Elizabeth is more junior because she just gained her degree in computer science at the TU Munich, which is, by the way, a great university. And she was consistently engaged in research projects, and she published 2 papers on reinforcement learning, and therefore she can be considered a real expert in that field. Why did I want to show you that? I said it before, when you are more junior, you focus on your educational track record. She achieved something outstanding there. She published 2 papers. That's not really common for the average student, I think. So that's a pretty impressive track record if you want from an educational point of view. And by the way, CTOs, of course, she's missing the experience to lead people. So yeah, that would be a topic, would be an issue. But at the same time, as you probably know yourself, technology is evolving very fast. And you need to have cutting-edge knowledge. So it's not that bad if you're just out of university and you know the newest stuff. So next we have Sarah Summer, the last co-founder, COO, so a chief operations officer. And again, a completely different profile. This time not an educational track record, but also not this outstanding track records of John and Michael, but a track record that is more... that comes from her experience in various fields. So I wrote she gained experience from operations in industrial software and health and so on and so forth. And she worked at small and medium-sized companies, and she has seen so many operations frameworks that she combined the best practices of all of them and came up with their own operations framework. And you are really confident that you will use it at the company called Fantasy Unicorn. And yeah, you are really confident that she will be a good CEO. To be honest, of course, that's basically the weakest profile, because it's not that easy to measure that. It's not that clear what she did, but it justifies it way better than just her CV. Imagine there would be a CV with her being in operations role at different companies that would tell you that she knows a lot about operations, but maybe it doesn't tell you it as explicitly as this little text. And it doesn't tell you that she always thought about operations herself and that she came up with her own approach. And yeah, so these are different ways how you can present co-founders. In my opinion, I would always purely focus on the founders. If you have only 2 founders, for example, then you can add like an important team member or maybe a couple of names regarding an angel investor or angel investors. Yeah, you can do that as well. But usually I will stick to the founders. It should be clear. It can be small texts to explain it. Really important that you have 2 links to the LinkedIn profiles. And yes, that's actually a good end for this video, because next video we'll talk about assignment, and this is about LinkedIn. See you then.